Hi everyone, my name is Yashica, founder and CEO of Yashica's Intuition. I am a spiritual teacher that is very passionate about helping you live your best life. And so I like to say that you need to leverage your spiritual tools that are available to you as well as your intellectual tools that are available to you. And then you combine those, and that allows you to have all the information that you have at your disposal to be able to live a better life. Today we're going to talk about connecting with your deck. There's a lot of people that ask me a lot of questions about tarot, so I've just been slowly doing this series on how to learn tarot, and you can find those in this playlist. But like I said, today we're going to be talking about connecting with the deck. And in this lesson, I'm just going to give you two very simple tips that you can use to kind of expedite that process. So number one, let's say you start off and you buy your first deck or you buy a new deck. What I would recommend you do is to work with the same deck for a whole week. That's all I think you need. After a week, you kind of know the energy of the deck, give or take. Now, what you're going to be doing with this deck is number one, you're going to do a daily draw. And so what that means is you'll draw a card every day, preferably at the beginning of your day or the night before, and you're going to figure out what you think that card means, and then you're going to come back to that card at the end of the day and reflect on if you're right or wrong, and if not, you're going to see what different energies came about from that. So that is what I would recommend you do for a whole week, is daily draws. And as you learn from what is revealed to you, you start to get a feel for the energy of the deck. Some decks are sassy. Some decks will just give you the information straight out. Like, no, you're going to get a sunburn. Don't do that. Like stuff like that. Or it could be more intellectual, like, oh, you need to kind of step back and be out and put your gifts out into the world. And as you put your gifts out into the world, the spotlight is going to be on you and something awesome and phenomenal is going to happen. Like, it just depends on the deck. So that is the number one way that I say connect with the deck. The number two way that I say that you connect with your deck is through a deck interview. And a lot of us tarot readers do deck interviews by using a spread, a tarot spread, and you just lay out the cards according to the spread, and then that is how you interview your deck. Your deck will talk to you through that spread and tell you what kind of deck it is, and then you can decide what you want to use that deck for. The third bonus tip that I did not put in my notes, but it just came to me. What I am holding is a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. However, some of the time, or a lot of the time, since tarot has become very popular, there are a lot of novelty decks. Some of them are based off of this system, but they're still novelty decks. And some of the time, the authors and illustrators will put their own interpretations into their drawings or into their art. If you're using a non-traditional deck, not like this, then what I would suggest you need to do is read the book. A lot of people will say, throw that book away, don't use that book. But I'm a firm believer that if somebody took the time to put their own spin, their own art, their own interpretation to a deck, a lot of the times when you read the book, you will find and you will learn something new that you wouldn't often learn if you just went with the traditional way of reading, because they have thrown in maybe what their interpretation of that card means. And so that gives you a more rich understanding or something to add to your repertoire of tarot reading. So again, the three tips: daily draws, connecting with your deck through a tarot spread, which is it will be a deck interview tarot spread. And then the third thing is, if it's not a traditional deck where you don't already know the meanings, and I mean like know the meanings from a traditional sense, then if it's anything other than that traditional deck, like a Thoth or a Rider-Waite-Smith, then what you need to do is you need to read the book, because there will be some insight from the author or illustrator that will be important to you. Now, to help you out with this, you don't have to research. I have a free download for you. In the free download, I have my template of a daily draw, so you can just print those off and you can use them for your daily spread for the week that you're going to use your new deck. And then I also have, I think I got it from Little Red Tarot, a tarot deck interview spread all ready to go for you. And so if you want to get that free download so that you can get started now and kind of take the pain out of all the research, the link is below. Check it out and let me know what you think. Otherwise, make sure you check out the other videos in this Learn to Read Tarot series, and I will talk to you soon. Okay? Bye.